Today's story, The Secret Garden. We have also added this story to our playlist, where you can find all our channel stories at one place for your convenience. Let's begin. Emma had always loved the garden behind her grandmother's house. It was a wild, untamed space filled with flowers of every color, bushes that seemed to whisper secrets, and trees that reached up to the sky. But there was one place Emma had never dared to explore: the old, rusted gate at the far end of the garden. Her grandmother often told her stories about the gate. "That gate leads to a secret garden," she would say with a wink, "but it's not for just anyone to enter. You must be curious enough to find it." For years, Emma had wondered what lay beyond the gate, but no matter how much she begged her grandmother, the answer was always the same: "The time will come when you'll know." One day, after another round of gardening lessons with her grandmother, Emma found herself alone in the garden. The sun was beginning to set, casting long shadows across the wildflowers. The gate, half hidden behind ivy, seemed to call to her. Her heart raced. Was today the day? With a deep breath, Emma approached the gate. The iron bars were thick with rust, and the lock was old, but not completely rusted. She felt a strange pull as her fingers traced the cold metal. She tried turning the lock, but it wouldn't budge. Emma wasn't one to give up easily. She ran back to the house, grabbed a small key she had seen her grandmother use for years, and rushed back to the gate. The key slid into the lock with surprising ease. With a click, the gate creaked open. Beyond the gate was a path lined with ancient stones, leading through a thicket of tall, overgrown plants. Emma stepped forward, feeling a sense of wonder and excitement fill her. She walked along the path, the air growing thick with the scent of jasmine and roses. The farther she went, the more magical the place seemed. The trees were full of birds she had never seen before, their songs filling the air like a soft melody. As she ventured deeper, she came across a small clearing. In the center stood a large stone fountain, its water sparkling in the fading light. The garden seemed to hum with life, and Emma felt as though she had stepped into another world, a world that had been waiting just for her. She sat by the fountain, mesmerized by the beauty of the place. It was quiet and peaceful, a perfect escape from the busy world. It wasn't just a garden. It was a secret haven, untouched by time. As the sun began to set, Emma knew it was time to return. She stood up, took one last look at the magical place, and made her way back to the gate. When she reached her grandmother's house, her grandmother was waiting for her. She smiled knowingly. "Did you find the garden, Emma?" Emma nodded, a sense of fulfillment in her heart. "It was more beautiful than I ever imagined." Her grandmother chuckled softly. "Sometimes, the most magical places are hidden in plain sight. But you have to be brave enough to look."